Hello. Finally, I'm live. Hello, everyone. I have Storm Tracker here from Flying Over Trout in Alexandria, Virginia, Old Town. This is Jim Cantor. I decided I would do a tour of another area of Virginia, Old Town Alexandria. Now look at how rich I'll turn the camera around. Every shop is around here. Pay a ton in rent. Porcelain, crystal repair, store for rich people. I'm trying not to cuss, but look at all this rich stuff here. So this store, to me, what they're saying is F you. That one, Oriental Rug Gallery, they're saying if you're poor, F off. Antique, new, something, they're saying go F yourself. That one right there with the red stuff, you can't, what the hell? The camera is so weird on it. Like, you can't see, but, oh, Antique Rugs there. The one to the right looks like some boutique Penny Post, whatever. They're saying, shut the F up, you poor. Stop being poor. That's what they're saying. So it is raining bad. By the way, we're right by the waterfront. So if I'm able to walk down the street here, which I'm going to try to do, and the drivers are terrible here. Pedestrians are terrible. Normally I try not to fault pedestrians too much, but man, pedestrians are like, it's a red light. Well, oh well, I'll just walk. Anyways, like they'll just step out with their family in front of a bunch of cars going through an intersection here. Rich town. Look at this. Another rich restaurant. Helps to be rich and white here. This, they're saying if you're poor, go F yourself. Mediterranean bistro, they're saying F off. If you're not rich and white here, by the way, this town is so goddamn racist. I've heard the most racist shit spoken to me casually on the street here. Not like insults at me, but about other people. Old Town Alexandria also is where the white supremacist Richard Spencer used to live. He used to live somewhere down the street here until he packed it in and moved back with mommy and daddy because he was losing so much money and refuses to acknowledge that racism is bad and being a Nazi is bad. He'd rather be broke. And he's done all kinds of horrible other things. So, get the camera back on me. This is a rich town. It helps if you're rich and white. If you want to live here. Any comments yet? No. And it's a little hard to blame people for driving like this, but look how, okay, blocking the intersection here. Cars are trying to come to the street. Got to figure out a better way, and the cars are lined up all the way there. This is terrible. And this place, not the area I'm in, but if you go closer to the waterfront, it floods. So I want to see if there's any flooding. It's been raining for a little while today. Tomorrow is supposed to be real bad. Some areas might get up to 3 or 4 inches of rain, I think I heard. Maybe 1 or 2 inches for the areas getting less rain. I've got my umbrella. Hey, powered soldier. Yeah, it just sucks being around here. Yeah. Hey, Alejandro. Typical night, yep. This is rush hour in Old Town. It's not meant for driving. This is like a historic area. Bunch of rich, like I was saying, businesses pay a ton in rent here. Gotta be rich, gotta be white to do well here. A poor homeless person like me, they say F off. Look, man, look, this is the display for, what is that place? That's the most expensive, like your food is antique there. Alexandria Cupcake. You know what they say to the homeless? They say, go F yourself. Here, look at all these rich appliances. They say, shut the F up if you're homeless. Look at that place. So rich. They got to pay an assload of rent. They'll just be like, if you're poor or homeless, go F yourself. I'm trying not to cuss. And it is raining. It's not raining really heavily. Oh, now that movie theater, or it used to be a movie theater over there. It was like it was a nice theater. I don't remember if I've ever seen a movie there. I don't think I have. One time I wanted to go, Adam Driver was there for a military documentary. I think it was like the sequel to Restrepo. But I couldn't make it. Yeah, it used to be a movie theater there. Now it looks like it's a cafe. But this is what it's like. Basically, okay, so here's the deal. Alexandria, that's south, going south. Alexandria is basically like a terrible place to get around in, to try and live in. It's miserable, expensive, the traffic is god-awful. As much as I hated Annandale, if I lived in Alexandria, it would have been even worse. Alexandria, there are places just impossible to walk around in because it's basically like a big highway cuts through Alexandria, and it's like just all big stretches of like highway that's hard to get on and off of, and big parking lots and shopping centers. Click the like button, everybody. This is miserable. It's hard to park around here. If you're poor around here, like that's the thing. A lot of people are low income in Alexandria. They're crammed into apartments and like just areas that is miserable to be around. That's not their fault. Like, I think we should make things much more equitable for people. But it's god-awful around here. Most of Alexandria is even worse than Annandale. I hated Annandale, but Annandale's small-time crap compared to Alexandria. It is horrible to drive in. It's like some streets, they just pave them into walls. Like, they just go up to a wall, and that's where you drive up to. Like, if you get on the wrong road, you will just drive up to a wall and have to turn around. It is so horribly designed. The traffic is awful. And you got these businesses around here. Oh, well, this one seems nice. That are so expensive. They pay so much in rent, and it's like, if I'm out of place in Arlington, I'm definitely out of place in Old Town Alexandria. Rich, white, even though I'm kind of white. I'm basically white, but depends who you ask. Literally one night at the comedy show I went to the other week, one guy, it was funny, he was a black comedian, he was doing some joke making fun of white people or whatever, and he was making good points, and he's like, oh, you're all uncomfortable, is that okay to say? Whatever, I was like, yeah, that's fine. He's like, thank you, brown man. My mom wants to go here sometime. Taverna Cretico. She's been there before, she likes it. Thank you for liking. Yeah, they got the Christmas lights up. What the hell was I saying? One guy said like, thank you, brown man, but then another guy went up on stage and he asked me if I'm white. And I said, well, I don't know. Some people say yes, some no. He's like, you're white. So you see, it was an even split, 50-50. King Street Diamonds, what they say to a poor person like me is go F yourself and die. Thank you. Yes, like the video, please. So I'm walking down to the waterfront. It's miserable. I'm doing this for you. I do it for you all. You can see it's like an old town. It's literally like historic around here. But when I see all these bricks and stuff like jutting out from the street, that to me it just says like F off, stay the F out. I'm trying not to cuss again. Try not to shake the camera too much, but what can I do? I'll turn it around. For whatever reason, quality of light's better here. Ice cream handcrafted. Yeah, what they say to a poor homeless person like me is get the F out. And stay out. People are walking by me wondering if I'm... Oh, I got a Halloween costume here. I got a wig here once. It was like $100. See, that was back when I was convinced someday I'll be rich. Someday I'll be accepted by the rich whites. Not gonna happen. And I thought, well, I can just spend money just like I am rich. Actually, I think I remember walking into this entrance. This is 10 years ago, literally. I went as Anton Chigurh from No Country for Old Men. That place, they tell me go F myself, feel good, giving, they're not giving me anything. Now, there are a lot of businesses here that are like welcoming, you know, they're like inclusive. They said in news articles they would ban, you know, they wouldn't allow Richard Spencer. Because again, for those joining, Richard Spencer used to live on this street somewhere around here. Fortunately, he moved away because he realizes being a Nazi is not very profitable. It is actually, unfortunately, for a lot of people, but it's not like amenable long term to making money. It's all about hate and breaking things down. So he moved back in with his parents, I believe, in Michigan, which can't move far enough away. But there are businesses around here, you know, try and be inclusive and accepting. But for the most part, I say, screw you. You decided to have a rich business around here. What the F, man? Again, I'm trying not to cuss. My right hand is freezing. Ooh. It's cold. It's not like freezing out, but my right hand is cold from holding the tripod. Sorry, I'm trying to hold the umbrella and, well, let me switch hands with the umbrella. Wow. So we'll see if I can, I guess I'll go down to the waterfront. Let me see what time it is. 6:15. I got time. Hi, Laura. I'm in Old Town Alexandria. Rich, white, pain in the ass place to get around in. Old Town is the rich part. You go into the rest of Alexandria, it's a lot of lower income people in apartments that aren't that good. I've been in, when I was doing a sales job, I went into several apartments around here, and it's sad. I was like, oh my goodness, I didn't know, how can people live like this? It's so sad, barely getting by, sick. Some of them, you know, having mental problems, all kinds of problems. And that's just how it is around here. And the traffic has got, as much as I hated Annandale, Alexandria is worse because it's like 10 times bigger. And way bigger roads, stretches of highway, and it's hard to get on and get off, and you can't walk around most of it. All right, I'm going to cross. And so who better to give a skewed perspective than a homeless guy? And I'm not even like the worst of the homeless, you know, like as for my situation. God walking down the street is like, oh, white, make way, white man coming through. Guy's just like, it's great to be white. Give me my. He's even got a Nazi haircut. Why do guys do that? Get these fascist haircuts. Oh, something smells nice. It's like, give me my master race treatment. If you don't like that, you should have thought about that before you decided not to be white. A lot of racists around here. If you missed it before, I've heard such racist stuff on the street around here and in businesses. Rich business, they tell me F off. Noodle box. Go F myself. Again, I'm trying not to cuss. Like a store like this, they gotta charge so much just to pay rent and everything. It's disgusting, the waste and bloat around here. Every damn mother effing thing. I'm trying not to cuss. Oh, Starbucks. I might use the bathroom here on my way back to my car. What the F is that? Yeah, no way I could make it around here. Whoa. Oh, and by the way, wind tonight is supposed to get to like 40 miles an hour. So I wonder what that's going to be like in my car. Probably not that big a deal. But it's supposed to rain a ton. That probably means one of the gyms I like using is still going to be flooded. We're supposed to get like 3 to 4 inches of rain tomorrow. Man, it's literally like segregated, this area. A lot of rich people in Old Town. You go around to the apartment complexes around Alexandria. Poor black people, poor brown skin immigrants, poor black immigrants. Sad. Why do we do that? All right, I'm getting close to the waterfront here. I'll turn the camera around. Hold on. It's gonna be messy. I do not like walking around like, even the Taco Bell is luxurious. It's got a patio. That's Taco Bell right there. It's got a patio over there, the cantina. So everywhere around here is rich. Again, just Old Town. You go out deeper in Alexandria, north and south, that's where you get people crammed into apartments and struggling to get by. Just pathetic, the disparity. And it's the way rich and powerful people want it. They don't want to be challenged. They don't want anything disrupted. They don't want any discomfort. They don't even want to have to see homeless people around. So that's south right there. I'm going east towards the waterfront. Wow, my fingers are going numb. Hello, irresistibly. I won't say that. I don't want anyone clipping about us. Thank you for joining. I'm in a rich, white neighborhood, or a strip of Alexandria. Everywhere else you go is poor. And people are neglected, marginalized. It's just pathetic. And the traffic is horrible. The traffic patterns are horrible. The streets are horribly laid out. A lot of streets, it seems like they just paved them like a cartoon, like Roadrunners, just straight into a wall. And like they just decided, well, we're just going to close off this street, literally close it with a wall. It is so awful. What the F? They'll just look at me and slap me and tell me to get the F out of here. Yep. That looks like some official building there, like a city chamber of commerce or something. Oh, I think this courthouse is around here. I'm not totally sure. Gatsby Arcade. Spice and Tea Exchange. What is this? The 1700s? We've got to send people on ships to get tea. Would you know if Alexandria is far from Enrico County? I don't know where Enrico is, so can't answer that. All right. Getting close to the waterfront. Now I'm going to have to make my way back to my car. And the waterfront, you know, they got docks and harbor and ships and everything. Going downhill now. Sorry the camera's shaking, but not much I can do. I'm holding the tripod, my hands are freezing. I'm trying to warm up my own fingers. 219 restaurant. Yeah, there goes my life savings if I go in there. They'll say, "Shut up, you bum," and kick me out the door. And literally drop me outside. And then shove me down this cellar. Or actually shove my head through here. Designer. You got designer people around here. It's like everybody here is just being leisurely. Nobody has to be here. It's like no one lives on this street. This is all, you know, this is all people who want to relax and enjoy themselves here. Ow. My legs are hurting. My legs are like jelly right now. Because I worked my legs real hard today at the gym and then last night too. And so I'm walking around like I'm doing the grapevine, like whoa. Especially when I take a step or I try and walk quickly. They don't hurt, it's just they're going like numb. They're giving out underneath me. Here, they say, "Sir, let me check your bank account before you eat here." Sir, please, you cannot afford a single greeting card. Whoa, it's getting a little windy. All right, so I'm getting towards the end of the street here. Oh, man. I half regret doing this, but I don't regret it, really. It's fine. As long as I get back to my car, go to the bathroom, Traffic was real bad getting here. Homemade ice cream. See, you gotta be rich to have stores like this where they pay an assload in rent. You're paying an assload to come here. People are commuting here. It's not, they don't live right here. They come over here. Why? Oh, I want to take a stroll through Old Town. Miriam, fetch me my jacket and shawl. Get the sitter for get the au pair for the kids. Can I even cross now? What the F? Okay, so now I'm getting up to the waterfront. I don't know exactly where to go right here because it looks like this is closed off. Well, let's see if I can walk somewhere. Oh, it's construction here. But yeah, this is the waterfront. The harbor is right here. Kind of scary being around here at night. You know, the idea of being swallowed up by the sea. And plus, it floods around here. I have gloves. I didn't wear them for you guys so I could touch the screen and read your comments. See, even the back sides of buildings here look rich. All right, I'll go up that ramp. Oh, I am not filming the walk back to my car. I'm putting my hands in my pockets. Voila. Angelo, we're kicking you out. We're going to make you disappear. Voila. So there you go. Well, once I stop, you can see better the ships that are here, the boats. Here, the water right here. A little scary. Whoa, look at that aircraft. I don't want to get too close to this. It's frightening. But see, there's the boats. I'm not even walking on this thing right here. I am staying on land. This is where... Oh, I don't want to get that music on camera. I don't want to... No. Somebody's partying on their boat. Now I'm a bunch of wood here. That's a little frightening, feeling the hollowness of the wood. But this is where, the only reason to come here, if you're just, you know, spending leisure time here. Places you know are poor is people have to be there. Jail, divorce court, family court, DMV, homes, you know, residential streets, although, again, a lot of apartment buildings around here is terrible. They're just crammed. So there's a nice view of the harbor. You see the water. I'll walk over here somewhere close. Potomac Riverboat Company. Look at these fancy-ass restaurants here. Oh, my goodness. And it amazes me. Some people genuinely do not understand the privilege they have to be rich. And again, I was like that. There's a bridge back there. I don't know which bridge that is. Oh, a Ferris wheel. You see that? Right there, that's a Ferris wheel. Do not understand how privileged they are to have money and be around here. That amazes me. It blows my mind. But I used to be just like that. I'm like, oh, I belong here. This is a part of me. Nope, I was always just coming through. I would never be really welcomed here because I didn't have that mindset, that mentality where I could really buy into this entitlement. Like, I'm here because I deserve it. Oh, and I could step down there and see somebody could just walk right into the water. I am not going closer to that. Harbor taxi, so you can get a ride on a the boat there, a taxi across the harbor. Again, take a look here. Really rich area. There's nothing, I'm just paranoid. I stand back from that because there's nothing protecting you from just going in. That is the scariest thought in the world to me right now. Whoa, look at that plane. That's like a UFO. Oh my goodness. It is terrifying to look at from down here. I don't know if I'd mind flying like that because I've flown several times before, and it never scares me, really. Maybe the takeoff a little bit scares me, and landing gives me a little bit of anxiety, but it's never been bad. I'm not even bothered going down here. That's where my phobia is keeping me. There's nobody else out here. I hear footsteps or something, or a flag. Oh, it's a lighthouse here. Or the water lapping up against the... Oh, there's people in there. That's not a lighthouse, that's a restaurant. Wow. Well, oh, it's like a boat, or I don't know what the hell. Smell seafood here. So there you go, people. That's basically it. I don't have more to show you. The rest of Alexandria is just miserable to be. It's worse than Annandale. If I had lived in Alexandria, I would have made a video about living there. But I got stuck in Annandale because Annandale's even better. Now, at least Annandale's somewhat navigable and smaller, and you can get to what you need to. Alexandria, like, you go a little bit south on Route 1. That's the big road, kind of a highway, but there's lights all through it. That gets through Alexandria going north and south. It's just, you can barely walk it, really. It's just huge shopping centers, tons of cross traffic, service roads. It is really not good to be in, and it's just like a city that's just barely getting by, and then you have the rich here on top. Here, let me see if I can get a close-up. The Ferris wheel. Yeah. Man, that's gonna haunt my nightmares, these planes going through here. All right, I'm gonna get back to the street and then shut this off. Get while the getting's good. Whoa. Look at that. Pier is closed. Good. Smart. Looks nicer in person. Torpedo factory. I don't want to go in there. I don't like museum. It's a museum here basically, but I guess. But I don't like museum things. Ooh. Yeah. It says Dockside Grill. I thought it said Cockside Grill. Yeah, everybody go spend your money. Me, I'm just gonna be sitting out here in my rags, just face huddled up against the window looking at a loaf of bread. It's kind of sad to look in there. And no, I technically could. I could get my credit card, spend some money, and do it. But it would be disastrous for me. Ruinous. Mai Tai. Man, the bloat and hemorrhaging of money and inertia and obliviousness to misery and suffering going on around us is stark. Lots of homeless people around here. Lots more going homeless. I went homeless. Look, I'm on TV. Somebody was taking pictures, so I always like doing that. Whenever somebody's taking a picture, I go in front of their phone. And now I've been homeless for, how long have I been homeless? October 31st I went homeless. So, 7 weeks. What's today? I don't know what day it is. Yeah, can't pull out that credit card. Exactly. Don't do it. O'Connell's. I've been here before, actually. I came here with a friend once, I believe. Years ago. Many years ago. Look at that Tesla Model X. Now that's a nice car. That's just a smart decision. If you have money for a nice car, get a Tesla. Elon Musk may do every ill-conceived thing possible and treat his workers badly and say horrible, hateful things and donate money to Republicans. So maybe don't get a Tesla. But it's a safe car, and it's got a lot of nice features, and it's battery powered. So it's like part of a trend to get renewable energy. Okay, maybe I will walk with the phone on, the live stream going all the way back to my car. I'll get the camera back around on me. You all don't need to see this class warfare in front of me. It's class. By the way, I'm thinking about, I got to go around just branding myself. I got to get shirts that say stuff I want on them, like Angelo's mom. I got to buy, because I have shirts in Zazzle. If you go in the description, you can buy some merchandise. Angelo's mom, dad, me on them. I want to get shirts, like a shirt that says Angelo's mom, and just wear that when I'm out. And some other ones. I don't know what else. Maybe a make racists scared again shirt, because there's a lot of racists around here. Somebody's got to counter signal that. Refugees welcome. I saw a shirt. That's a real nice message. I like that. And I like that I can do something that's nice and petty at the same time by trying to trigger racists and anger them. Like, no, I can't tolerate brown children coming from other countries here. That's not very white. The white rules say that we get to bomb their countries and fund death squads there, and then we get to lock them into their countries. Should have followed the rules. So I'd be glad to piss off those people, trigger them. And maybe some movie shirts, like Martin Scorsese movies. I don't know what other movie shirts are. I don't want lame ones like Scarface and any of that. I want like good ones. I'm trying to think what movies to get them of. Oh, Harold Lloyd, definitely. Harold Lloyd, the silent film star with the glasses. Guy hanging off the clock tower, one of my favorite filmmakers of all time. I'm gonna have to stop in Starbucks, I think, use the bathroom, charge my phone, because they let you in now and they don't make you buy anything. So that's nice. After some very ill-advised racist incidents of calling the police there on customers who were people of color, were black mostly. Arlington traffic's getting a little better. But anyways, it's kind of the bittersweet nature of seeing a rich place like this, but at the same time, it's kind of a facade. It's a facade of a city because it's hiding the poor underclass, and it's a facade for our own corroded consciences and hearts, because we choose to ignore the marginalized, the poor. We don't send representatives for the working class to Congress. We send rich CEOs, mostly white men. We send rich lobbyists, lawyers, again, mostly white men, in a white men's club of exploiting others, keeping them poor, keeping them ignored and marginalized, and saying, well, this is for the public benefit. It's a noble-minded pursuit of the public good. So we don't have money to get people in good homes here, but we got billions of dollars to make weapons to go kill poor people in other countries. And if you've just seen, there are still Republicans and Democrats voting against stopping the U.S. assistance for the Saudi Arabian war in Yemen, which has killed over 85,000 children, and millions more stand on the edge of starvation, of famine. And by the way, there is no constituency that supports this war. There's no broad constituency that says we must help with this war, it's a threat to America. The only people supporting it basically are politicians and rich contractors, military contractors, That's it. There's nobody else. Because America's making hundreds of billions of dollars in weapons sales to Saudi Arabia, and I'm sure getting all kinds of goodies and sweetheart deals and oil from them. That's it. There's no broad segment of the U.S. population that's saying we've got to go there and accomplish our mission there. Nope. It's cruel. The cruelty is the point. Sorry, get some more light on me. Thanks, Lisa. Appreciate it. Am I sleeping in Old Town tonight? No, I wouldn't sleep around here. Parking's limited, so I wouldn't, like, there's nowhere really to park around here where I'd want to sleep, because the meters go on during the day. You know, people are going to be checking, that kind of thing. I don't want to sleep around here. I don't know exactly where I'll sleep tonight, but it's all right. I always figure it out. You know, it's not hard. Like, there are lots of streets I've seen where you can just tell it's easy to sleep on. Places I go now, I can see the signs of people sleeping in the cars there. I'm like, a lot of places, they don't care. It should be easier. You shouldn't have to run the risk of having the cops called on you for sleeping in your car. It should be legal. But basically, just any large parking lot where you can see cars overnight. And I've seen them. I've driven past them at 2, 3 in the morning. I'm like, okay, these are good places to sleep at. So, not a problem. So I'll find somewhere. Not going to be an issue. Definitely not in Old Town, because you see the parking meters everywhere. Limited parking. This is, like I said, this is not for, you know, people living and working class. They're going to notice here because this is like heavily regulated. Lots of money here. With that comes lots of parking enforcement and police. The courthouse is down the street from here. Ooh. Oh boy. I hope I didn't just crap my pants. Honestly, I did fart, and I will see. Sorry for letting you all in on that. Anyways, I'm going to stop the live stream. That's enough for now. Sorry the camera was so close like this, but thanks for watching, everybody. Good night.